What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Today we're back at Copart here in Oklahoma City for another walk around. Let's jump into this video today and see what we find. So it's not every day that I come out here to Copart and I see my own vehicles, but I found two of them sitting out here today. You guys recognize my Hyundai Venue? Yeah, you know, I'm going to tell you something that's really sad about this car. This turned out to be a really great car. I mean, exceptionally good on gas, brand new tires, everything is fixed, runs and drives perfectly. Did I mention clean title, not salvaged? Clean title, still a one-owner vehicle because I'm a dealership, and transfer of ownership doesn't count when you're a dealership, okay? It's only individuals that they count the owners. So this is still a one-owner car with 70-some thousand miles on it, in great shape, great running and driving condition, and this thing only brought like $9,500. I paid over 10 grand for this when I bought it with a messed up suspension. Yeah, but yeah, and this is the thing that kills me, and I don't understand why it's this way. I really don't. Let's just take a look real quick. Let's see if it'll fire up. It may be dead after sitting for so long. It's been here a while. Come on. No, it fired right up. Fired right up, man. So here it is sitting at the yard. I love when I find them sitting at the yard because if there's ever any claims of damage, I can literally show the car sitting right here and be like, hey, there was no damage to this thing. Let's see what the fuel economy was on it. If I can, 33.6 is where it's at now. So it's probably been idling for a little while because this thing was sitting at close to 40 miles a gallon. I just dropped the title off to this today. Today is the 16th of December. Anyway, it's a shame that something this nice goes for less money, and Copart actually shows you what they expect to get out of it. They thought this thing would bring closer to 12, and it didn't. It literally brought like $9,500, which is less than I paid for it when it had 2 broken rims and tons of suspension damage to this front passenger side corner right here, man. I did the right thing. I bought new parts when I could, and any used parts I got all OEM, low mileage used parts, and all new Hyundai genuine new parts to put back on it, and 4 brand new tires. I've got well over probably $11,500 into this car. And I got 95, and after fees, it takes it down to like 8,900 bucks. It's crazy. Okay, anyway, I'm sure a lot of you are wondering how much the Chevy HHR brought. Well, I'm glad you asked because it's right here. There it is, my 549,000 mile Chevrolet HHR 2008. This is the panel van. This is interesting because I do a video each time I'm selling a car. And when I did the video on this, a lot of people were just amazed at how many miles it had and the fact that it still runs and drives great with cold air and working heat and everything. No warning lights on the dash. So I had a lot of comments saying that I wasn't going to get $500 out of this. I had comments saying that you would have to give this car away because it wasn't worth purchasing. I love those comments. It's like, mwah, I love those comments. And I had it listed for $2,500. And I thought, you know, it's a long shot. Maybe I'll get it, maybe I won't, but you don't know if you don't ask, right? So I put it up for $2,500, buy it now. You guys know what the bids brought? I didn't even clean this car. I did nothing to this car, guys. Nothing at all. Guys, this one brought over $1,500, like 15 and change, $1,550. So no, it did not bring the $2,500 that I wanted for it, but $1,500 is not bad for a car that I won from IAA for $800, right? I mean, that's really not too shabby. Let's see if this one will go ahead and fire up. I haven't seen these cars in a while, guys. I didn't know they were still going to be here. There we go. That battery's a little weak, but she'll start. 546,000 miles on the odometer of this one, man. Wow. And it runs, and you can see no warning lights on the dash. Still has almost a full tank of gas. That's good that the gas didn't disappear. I'm not going to spend any time on this, but I do want to do a quick walk around of this one just so you can see the condition of it. Just in case whoever bought this maybe is one of you watching the video, you can see that here it is out at the Copart yard and the condition that it was in before it left. Because if anything happens, you know that's going to most likely be on the transport company and you can go after them for it. So there it is, man. I did also sell my little Geo Prism, the little green one. I was hoping maybe it would be here too. It's not. It's not here. But in case you're wondering, the little Geo Prism actually went for just a hair under $2,000, guys. Just like $1,900 something, guys, for that 1993 Geo Prism. And the 94 Cutlass is currently, as of the making of this video, still up for sale. So we don't know how much that one's going to go for yet. The last auction, that 94 Cutlass, that beautiful white Cutlass, guys, it brought $225. 66,000 miles, clean title, $225. Never gonna happen. Not ever, ever, ever gonna happen. I've got over $4,000 into that car. I would really like to get 25. If I can't get 25, I don't know, maybe I'll go down to 2, but I'm not going a dime under that. All right, so let's walk around and see what else we got out here, ladies and gentlemen. I love coming out here because you never know what you're gonna find. Look at this little Toyota, is it a little Corolla? Ooh, pretty seriously hail damage. Just looks like a newer model. What is this, 18? It's a 17 Toyota Corolla, severely hail damaged, but it's intact aside from this rear glass. They did a good job protecting it. You'll see this all the time, man. And I've had people ask me, why is it they put the plastic over these and then they end up with holes in them? A lot of people think that somebody comes out here and just rips these open. It's not the case. And I'm gonna show you right here's a perfect example. Do you see the claw marks? Do you see all those little claw marks right there? Now take a look up here, you see hair. There's literally hair stuck all over the inside of this. Something got inside. Do you see all that hair? There's literally hair everywhere. So either something climbed up here, look at little footprints right there. Something either climbed in, this actually looks like maybe it was already in the car, like an animal was inside, probably because when this thing was being stored at whatever, insurance yard it was at, this window was left open. An animal got in, and when they taped it up, the animal wanted out. They got to eat, right? And it looks like he clawed his way out. That would be my guess, is that he climbed up here. There's probably some little footprints in there somewhere, I don't know, but he probably clawed his way. But believe it or not, it is not people coming out here and just ripping these open. 99% of the time, it's animals trying to get in or animals trying to get out. And in case you're wondering, I know a lot of you are seeing how beautiful it is out here, right? There's no snow, no ice, no rain, no nothing. A lot of people are wishing they were Oklahoma right now. Guys, it is 68 degrees. It is 68 degrees, December the 16th, 2024, and it's 68 freaking degrees out here. So this thing's got 102,000 miles on it. I'm a little curious if the animal is still in here or if he made a mess. Oh yeah, look at the little prints, probably a raccoon. Raccoons they're sneaky little things, aren't they? I guarantee it's a raccoon. I guarantee you a raccoon was in it, which means he's gone to the bathroom in here, and that's something that'll need to be addressed. Now, if you're just looking for a little, A to B car, this would be all right. Heck, it fired right up. IM, what does that stand for? A little digital climate control here. We'll go ahead and turn that off. And, old school navigation stereo thing there. I mean, it's not bad. It's a little worn, it's a little old. It needs a windshield, and of course it needs a back glass as well. But this is not a bad car at all. And because it had some kind of an animal in it, I would highly recommend you get it professionally cleaned. Yeah, it goes into gear forward, backward. I hope this is not a CVT transmission. Look, you even got a little sport mode right here, man. If you really, and it's cute. Turn off that traction control, turn on sport mode, and man, you're ready to go to the racetrack. All right, this thing is ready to go, guys. It's not a bad little car right here. I'm not gonna test too much on it because I'm really not interested in this. Looks like someone was keeping the oil changed, taking it to Take 5. Somebody's gotta tell me, is Take 5 a good place to get your oil changed? I'm getting really tired of taking all my vehicles to the dealership. It's really getting to be annoying and a pain, and it's taking forever. I'd love to be able to just run in and have an oil change done in 5 minutes. So if any of you have experience with these Take 5 places, let me know, because I've actually got one not too far away from me, and I've thought about using them. but I get a little, with the dealership, I feel like I'm covered, I'm safe. You know, going to one of these other places, I'm afraid they're going to forget to put the oil filter on, or they're going to forget to tighten the drain plug, or forget to put oil in the engine. You know what I mean? It's concerning. Toyota Valvematic? I have never heard of that before. Valvematic, what does that mean? Is that like their VVT or VVTi or something? That's interesting. It's a pretty dirty car. This is a great little Econobox, man. It's a Toyota. And what more is there to say about it? It's a freaking Toyota. Yes, it's a little rough, hail damage. Thankfully, it's silver. You know, I mean, if you look at it from the right angle, you don't really see the hail damage. It's got some really sporty looking wheels. It's very aerodynamic looking. I love the sharp angles. It's a cool looking car. You put a glass on front, a glass in the back, maybe a mirror cover on this one, and you drive it. You ignore the hail dings. Just use it and enjoy it. This is a great little car, guys. Great little car. Let's see what else we got out here, because God knows we are just getting started. Is this a Nissan Armada? Ooh, I actually kind of like these. What is this here for? It's an insurance car, 2011 Armada. It says front end. Did I miss it? Did I miss front end damage on this? Oh, that's I wouldn't I wouldn't say that's front end damage. Maybe. I mean, it's got a scrape. That could be front end damage. The damage is actually where something went into the side here. So we got into the fender. Looks like the headlight. It says the headlight is no good. I don't see it. The headlight's already faded. I wouldn't mess with it. This thing, this little bug guard can come off. Fender needs to be replaced. Ooh. So that's where there's going to be a problem. Oh, it went all. Oh, wow. It went down the whole side. Yeah, I can see where that'd be a problem, because it looks like with as deep as that is down there, I think it got into the A-pillar. Oh, yeah. And look how this door is overlapping the back door. Do you see that? There's no gap anymore. It literally pushed. Yeah, there's going to be severe A-pillar damage, and that's why this thing is here. So scratch that. Ooh. Oh, man. We're into some great cars already, guys. An Alfa Romeo. I believe this is the Giuletta. Let's take, oh, hail damage. You're going to see a lot of hail damage out here, guys. I'm not the biggest fan of these, and I've gotten a lot of flack from some of you guys for it. I don't really know why. I can't articulate why I don't particularly care for this car. I just don't. A lot of you have gotten on to me in the comment section telling me these are great cars, these are amazing, the best cars ever made. You know, it could be true. I don't know, man. It's just not for me. Severely hail damage, guys. What year is this? 2020? I love the interior. All right. This red is sick. But in my opinion, this gray color on red doesn't work. I don't like that. It's just very strange color combination on this. The interior, though, I can get with that. Now, the exterior color, not a big deal. Go get a wrap done on it. You know, you make this thing look nice. I think for me, I think I'd do black if it was me. And of course, if it didn't have hail damage, it's bad. It's so bad. A wrap isn't going to fix that, guys. But if it was me, I think I'd just go black on this car. Black with the red and black interior. I think it would look really, really nice. I mean, it's all right. It is. It's all right. Is it push to start? Where's the... What? Is it on this side? Shut up, Beavis. Well, it seems to lock and unlock. There's got to be a push to start button somewhere. I'm missing it. Is it this? This is why I don't like the damn car. I can't figure out how to start it. There we go. 52,000 miles. It sounds like a tractor. The engine sounds like a little tractor engine. Oh, okay. I'm sure it's a little turbocharged 4-cylinder. It sounds good-ish. It sounds like a freaking tractor, though. That would get annoying. 52,000 miles on the odometer. TPMS light is on, and that is it. You got a nice little touchscreen over here. I mean, the interior layout is pretty good on this. I just don't care for these. I don't see why you need, and the hand position on this is kind of bizarre because your arm is like, the rest is way back here, right? So I guess but look at the way I'm sitting. I don't know if you can even see that. It doesn't make sense. Like, I have to literally put my shoulder back and you see this, how I'm leaning? Like, I can get in the car. Here's me trying to sit straight, but look at this arm position to use the little trackpad here. Does this look comfortable? No, man. Naturally, if I was driving, I'd be sitting like this. My arm would be like up here, but you can't, because then you're on the shifter and you can't, then you'd have to reach back to get to this. It doesn't make any sense. Now, I guess you could scoot the seat back further, but there's not a lot of room in this thing. If you scooted the seat way back, now this makes a little more sense. But then you aren't going to be able to put any passengers in the back of this car because there's no room. So let's see how much room you got. That was a halfway comfortable seating position for me. Yeah, look at there. Look at this. Get this out of the way. There's no. Let's see if I can get in here, guys. All right, let's. Oh man. Well, technically we did it. I mean, this is a good look. So this is funny because they actually made a cutout in the seats. It's like they knew that people couldn't fit in this car. They put a cutout perfectly for your knees. So can you sit in here? I'm scooted all the way back in my seat. Yes, but look at my feet. My feet are literally under the seat. This is awful. And this was just getting the seat back far enough where I felt comfortable. And the interesting thing is, I'm one of those drivers, I tend to sit much closer to the steering wheel than most people do. A lot of people like to be pushed further back. I don't actually like to be pretty close. Not like where I'm riding the steering wheel and it's in my lap or anything, but I mean, I like to be pretty close. This car, I just couldn't fit in comfortably without the seat being positioned right there. And if you do that, anybody that's halfway tall at all you're not gonna fit, man. It's a very, oh man. And to get out, you can't just get out. Your foot gets stuck. You have to twist your foot to get out of this car. Oh my God. This is awful. Oh, awful. I'm gonna stick with what I said from the beginning. I just don't care for these cars, man. I mean, it is kind of cool looking. It's different. It's very unique, of course, and it's Italian. So, I mean, it's got that pedigree going for it, but not for me, man. Sorry. All right, moving right along. Let's see what else we can find. I just got some bad news. I just contacted Copart's corporate office to find out if all my cars have been paid for, because they've been sitting here for a while. And I was informed that, guess what? This is just epic. The Hyundai Venue, the one that I let go for way less than I had into it, the one that should have brought the most, the one I should have actually been able to make some money off of, the one I lost on is it's the one that they didn't pay for. They bid like stupid cheap on it. I sold it, and it's almost like they didn't expect to win it. You know what I mean? I went ahead and let it go because I'm just trying to move some cars out right now, guys. Ready to let them go, bring some new ones in, and they didn't pay for it. So now, I've had this happen before. These, hopefully they still intend on paying for it, but I've had it happen where a car could sit here for a week, guys, and it doesn't get paid for. And what happens? I just have to sit there and eat it. You know, I have to just sit there and wait, and if they don't pay for it, then it has to go up for auction again, and we have to do the process all over again, and then hope that the next person pays for it. It can be a real PITA, guys. It really can. It's so frustrating. If you're going to bid on something, you might as well take it, guys. Don't bid on something if you don't intend on following through with the payment, because you guys may know that these auctions make you put a deposit down. And let me tell you what that deposit does. Guess what happens if you don't pay for a car? You don't just get to walk away from it, guys. If you don't pay for a car, they have a policy. I believe it's $1,000 fine or 15% of the sales price, whichever is greater. So, I mean, you're going to pay one way or another for something. You're going to pay for it. So why screw people over? You know what I mean? I didn't know this little gem was here. Would you take a look at this? What is this, a Scamp? It's a Dodge Dart, 74 Dodge Dart. Oh, it needs a roof. Oh man, like a tree fell on it. Oh, what a shame. What a beautiful old car. I mean, it's not that bad to put a roof on it, right? I don't know. I don't do that type of stuff. We've got a big old bench seat in the front. Oh, I just love this thing. Probably a 318. Hell, it might even have a straight 6 under the hood. Well. Oh, it smells so good. There's something about an old Mopar, man. God, they just smell good. Dart Swinger. Oh, I had one of these. Mine was a little older, though. You got the little turn signals right here. You remember these, like on the old Cadillacs? The old Cadillacs had the brights. It was blue. If you turn the brights on, you'd see these glow blue. And then also they had orange, so that when you were turning, you could see your turn signal flashing on the front of your fender. They're super cool, man. Classic stuff. I love this kind of stuff. This car is not in bad shape aside from that roof. And honestly, I don't know what would go in to cutting out the roof. If I remember right, and I could be wrong, but if I remember right, they use like a lead compound and actually like weld the top on somewhere around right here with lead. So you could actually cut it from the sail panel here. And then of course, somewhere up here, I don't know where you would cut it. Would you cut it in the pillar here? Would you just cut it along the top? I don't know, but putting a top on this and a little bit of work to that rear quarter there, I think you could bring this back. I'm just dying to know what's under the hood of it. A lot of people aren't into these old cars anymore. I hear people telling me all the time, these classic cars, nobody cares about them, Randy. Nobody likes these classic cars anymore. All the people that were interested in them are dead. It's like, huh, that's funny, because I'm still alive. Woo! A 340. And it looks legit. Take a look at the exhaust manifolds on this. This looks like a 340 for sure. Oh my goodness. You know how rare it is to find anything with a 340 anymore? I didn't expect that. I thought it was going to be a 318. But a 340, no joke. She looks relatively fresh too. Everything under here looks pretty damn fresh. Even air conditioning. Are you kidding me? Oil's in need of a change. This thing looks very fresh. You know, I'll bet this thing probably doesn't have more than 25, 30,000 miles total on this build. I do see some signs of use. There's some oil, a little tiny bit here and there. Not like profusely leaking, but just enough seepage, some stuff laying around to tell me that it's got a few miles on it, but I don't think it's much, guys. I don't think there's a lot of miles on this. It's too clean. Everything under here is too clean. Oh, my goodness. What is something like this going to go for? How bad is this quarter? There's a pretty good ding right there. There's a pretty good ding right here, and it's misshapen, this whole piece here. I mean, this is really misshapen, and this is on a pinch right here too. You see this? That's going to be very difficult to straighten out, guys. That's going to be hard. Let's take a look at the interior. I'll bet she fires right up too. Probably doesn't even need a jump start, guys. Now, on these old Chryslers, you got to remember that the key goes upside down. Okay, the diamond-shaped key is the ignition, and the round key, come on, should be the door and the trunk, or maybe it's the ignition key that's the trunk. I don't remember, but for sure, the ignition key on these, Dodge was always funny about that. You got to put them upside down, and Dodge was also real funny about, I think it was the driver's side lug nuts were reverse thread. Okay, so it was lefty tighty, righty loosing. If you didn't know that, you'd bust every single one of the studs off. Electric cooling fan kicked on. Give her a couple pumps of the gas. Dead as a doornail. Yeah, that cooling fan running certainly isn't helping things. And there's your air conditioner. I should have seen this from the beginning, but there's your AC right there. This looks like this car may have been factory AC, guys. Look at this, and look at the old radio. Just an old school AM radio. Still looks like it works. Ashtray. Oh my goodness. Somebody's used it, that's for sure. Oh, I just love this thing, guys. Definitely something I'm interested in. I just don't know what I'm going to do about that top. Let's throw a jump start on it real quick, see if we can get it running. So I'm having a hard time telling you. This is like an original, unmolested, unrestored Dodge Dart, or if this is something that's been completely gone through. Because, I mean, look at this, guys. It has the old ballast resistor still on here, guys. The old ignition module on here. Even right here, I don't even know what this is. A bypass, interlock bypass. What is this for? Somebody's got to tell me. Is that for an ignition or something? Even the booster, the brake booster, still has a Mopar sticker on it. When we got a sticker right here too, shows engine is a 340 cubic inch. This all looks very original, with the exception, of course, of that cooling fan. The cooling fan was not something you would have found on this, but I mean, the car looks so incredibly original. Even the paint all under here and everything. I can't tell. This is either a really nicely done restoration, or this car just doesn't have any miles on it at all. I'd cut the top off of it, make it a convertible. That's what I'd do. If it's legit, if the car is unmolested and original, and man, it could be. I mean, if they restored it, I mean, even down to the floor mats, guys, they really did a phenomenal job on this. Then it's got 63,000 miles on the odometer. Let's see if it'll start up. Come on. Give it a minute. It's got gas, but it's probably been sitting for so long. Mechanical fuel pump, I'm assuming. It takes a while to get the gas from the tank back up to the carburetor again. There it is. Oh, she sounds great. I'm not even on the throttle anymore, guys. She's idling on her own, just like that. Oh, power steering. Look at the amp. A little rough. Gonna need that choke to open up there. It sounds great. Let's see, we got brakes, gears. Yeah. I wonder if this has got an 8 3/4 rear end, the Sure Grip rear end in it. Air conditioning. We got a little toggle switch here. Map lights, e-brake. Boy, she sounds healthy. Listen to that. That quarter panel damage, though, that does worry me. That could be difficult to fix, and that roof too, I just don't know. I would not go back with a vinyl top. I really wouldn't. Listen to her run. Air conditioning is not working. That compressor right there is literally a small engine. You know what I mean? Running that thing is literally running like a small engine off of this car. That's incredible. Take this off, move this out of the way. Man, she sounds healthy. She runs great. Once she warms up, I guarantee you, it'll clean up a lot. There we go. Probably not the most popular body style of this car because of the year. You know, I love it though. I do, I love it. Take what you can get, man. I would drive the living heck out of this thing, seat belts and all. Let's turn that off. There we go, she cleaned up. She just needed to warm up a little bit. Oh, I'm in love. I bet it starts right back up too. Nope, dead battery. All right, well, can you guys guess whether I'm gonna put this one on my watch list or not? You already know. It's going on the watch list. You think I won't drive it like this? I don't care. I would literally power tour this car exactly like this. Be like, yep, it was in a tornado, and I guarantee you that's what happened to it. Oklahoma had a lot of tornadoes recently. I promise you, either a tornado or very high winds put this car here. Tree obviously went on top of it, pushed this in, it bowed this as well. That's the problem, is this is gonna have to be hammered back down, and this is gonna have to be pulled out, and it's really pinched right here, guys. That's a hard crease. That could be a real problem. And then of course that roof, man, the damage to the roof is pretty gnarly. and it looks like it caught it here, and it caught it. There's going to be damage up here too. You see this? You just don't know what you're getting into until you get all of this off. But either way, I think it's still a nice survivor, maybe. You guys comment below and tell me if you think it's original mileage or if it's been restored. With that, I'm gonna get out of here, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button and let me know. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already subscribed. And until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.